Okay, so another table saw sled. About the only thing I'm really going to go over. You've all seen how to make one of these. Cut out the dados, put in the tracks, cut the front, cut the back, make them fit. The only thing I really did any different is for the adjustment of the back rail. One of the largest headaches in doing the four-cut method is all the holes you need to make in the bottom to adjust this. All depends on how many times you get stuck doing it. If you get lucky, you make it once, you don't have to make any new holes. If you got to do it 2 or 3 times, you got plenty of extra holes on the bottom you don't really need. So I decided to do something a little different. In the bottom of this fence, I put 3 of these inserts. On this side of the table, this will be a pivot spot. I'm using these bolts with these homemade bushings. They'll come up through. This is 0 tolerance, so it'll sit there and pivot on this. This slot and this slot are elongated, so after I loosen them up to readjust it, it'll move almost a 1/4 inch in play down here, so I won't have to put new holes in the bottom of the table. And then after it's set, after doing all the 5-cut method, I'll add extra screws like you normally would to permanently affix this. The reason I did one in the center is this board is not perfect. I mean, it's not bad. It's a couple thousandths of a bow in the center. So I figured I would just clamp a straight edge on it, tighten it, and then after the 5-cut method is completely done, I'll make sure that this is perfectly straight as well, and that'll be straight to the table saw. So with that, the next time you look at this, it'll all be together. So this is what it looks like from underneath. There's the pilot bushing. There's the middle slot and the end slot. Okay, so I'm just going to show you kind of how much movement I'm going to have here. So that should be able to get me well within square when I'm all done. Like I said, that'll just keep me from having to drill extra holes underneath of it. All right, now on to clamping the straight edge down, tightening the fence down to the sled, cutting the slot, the initial slot, and oh, I gotta put the rails on first. Forgot those. So these are gonna go underneath. Attach those, cut the center slot, get it lined up, and then do my first 5-cut method. Okay, so it's all together. I did my first 5-cut. Okay, so got it all finished. Truth be told, I did 11 adjustments total. There's the first 10. I was going a little nuts here, trying to make it as good as I could. So here's zeroed out on the A side. We are about 4870, and on the B side, about 4875. So 0.0005 of an inch difference over this length, which in the 5-cut calculator corresponds to 0.0004 of an inch difference, 35 inches away from here to here. So this is about as square as I can make it. Let me grab one of these. Now that I got a second pair of hands, bring that down in there. That's pretty good on all four corners. I am very happy with those results. So again, the reason I did this, I wanted to make it a little different on the adjustment process, and I did. So I used the bolts that I showed you before. And put the blade down. So I did 11 adjustments on this fence, and I don't have a whole bunch of holes on the back of it. Now I can set the rest of my holes and they're good. And if any time in the future I need to change out this fence rail, I can do that and I don't have to waste the bottom. So this can always stay if I want to replace this. All right. Have a good one.